You got to tune to Wopop, KEXP 90.3 FM. I'm Darek Mazzone, your DJ and host, and we have a live in-studio happening right now. Joe Driscoll and Sekou Kouyate.
That's it. How you doing, Darek?
I'm doing great. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks so much for having us in, man.
I love the record.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the videos.
Nice.
And you've got some fans.
Yeah, man. We've been having a great run, man. I'm loving it.
You look happy. You look like you guys are having a good time.
Yeah.
It's not you're not miserable walking in like.
Yeah,
right.
we cover it up well. No, we love doing it, man. We get a good rush off it.
Let's dig into more of that.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear some music, please.
Yeah. Okay, this one's called Passport.
New York City, we play cafes at Sweet Paris, we play the beach in Mozambique, we going off the Conakry, we play up on New York City, we play cafes at Sweet Paris, we play the beach in Mozambique, but when we hit the border patrol, man took my papers under control, when we hit the border patrol, I didn't bring a visa, I brought a little chiva, yeah, maybe you should toke it. But you see just why I'm joking. You wanna know why? Because it's only you see who has made a boundary. You know it's only you see who has made a boundary. You know it's only you see who has made the boundaries. You know it's only you see. Yeah. Music, I saw my music, I want my music, so I'm my music. Music na my passport, when I have music na my passport. Music na my passport, when I have music na my passport.
Joe Driscoll, Sekou Kouyate, originally from Syracuse?
Yeah, upstate, born and raised.
Awesome. And Sekou is originally from Guinea.
Yeah, from Conakry, Guinea.
Amazing kora work, and I'm not the first to say it, but the guitar and the kora sound just magical together.
Oh, nice one, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how the band came together.
Well, Sekou and I met at a festival in Marseille, in the south of France, and they put us in a room together, and it was just kind of like just jamming, improvising, and I left my dictaphone on the table. And when I got home, I was like, "Oh man, this is a combo."
You guys were in a room together, as in like you were bunking together because that's the way they did it, or
no? It was kind of like they knew I had played the festival the year before, and I was kind of the type of character, I still am, that as soon as the show's over, I meet up with all the musicians and start a jam session. I'm one of those guys that loves it. So they knew Sekou was a similar soul. So they organized a week before the festival for the two of us to just sit and improvise for a week, and then bring whatever we did to the festival. And yeah, that week we just had so much fun jamming that I, just decided to pursue it. And yeah, we both went to the studio and made the album.
In Marseille, or did you?
Yeah, in Marseille.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
That is crazy. That's unheard of, actually, because that town is not known for that kind of like speed.
Yeah,
it's
it's known for its nomadic gypsies, which I think Sekou and I both fit into that category. It's that place kind of right between East and West. So it's kind of where Europe meets Africa. So it was kind of, for me, kind of fitting that it occurred there and grew from that city.
Beautiful. And Sekou has been on tour a bit. He played with Sissoko?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's been playing. Sekou, I'm sorry if my French is horrible, so I won't torture you with that, but it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'd love to hear some more music, please.
Cool. This one is, as you said, the band's kind of from all over. So the drummer and the bass player from England, and Sekou's from Guinea, but this one's about the great state of New York, where I'm from. This one's called New York. Filling my pages, I'm singing my song on stages, a dark bad rooms, your afternoon to midnight evening when you only put the seed in. Tell me what you're reaping, time for receiving. I've been some grown and now I'm speaking. I'm ripping the flow, my lover, a tight party weekend friend. You've been wine, stop trying to be a grape. Making a mixtape now, I can't wait to state. My plate could be empty, devils won't tempt me. You act mad greedy, or something not to look friendly. My face expression, so you're not welcome in the session. So you had to get the step in when you couldn't learn your lesson. Yes, now feel the blessing as you step into the sun. Ask him how to shine, to show you how it's done in New York. New York, New York, New York, New York. It's home, yeah. All the way out west, to listening to Buju Banton. He's just the best. When driving with my lover all the way out west, we listen to Buju Banton. California's got oceans and redwood trees. New York's the home of the first MCs. Cali's got ocean and redwood trees. New York's my home, and yet my heart beat to the rhythm out of the Eastern Sea. In cities you'll see where they tell you is unseen. Try to nod your head to both the Atlantic and the Pacific. I'll get friendly, get specific, I don't demand that you get with me. Be like if you're gifted, you should let love shine. Try to punch my face, think I got too much pride. Keeping track of facts, it's all divine. Seattle got the love, so we let it shine. Like New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. It's home, yeah.
Sekou Kouyate, Joe Driscoll, live in the studios on KEXP. The record's called Fire, out on Kumbancha Records. I love the label. Were you a hip-hop kid?
Yeah, very much. I mean, it's kind of weird. I've always kind of been a bit in between, you know. My mom raised me on, like, Beatles and Motown, and then my brother was feeding me, you know, Beastie Boys and De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest, that kind of stuff. So I've kind of always been somewhere in between the two.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, hip-hop, growing up in New York, that was where I, you know, all my friends, I was learning Zeppelin licks, and they wanted to hear Biggie and Nas, so I learned how to play that on the acoustic. So that's not music that's normally translated on the acoustic, but it's kind of how my style developed, how my sound came about, you know.
And how did that evolve into what we're hearing right now? How did you go from that to, let's explore some international sounds? Yeah,
well, it's kind of, you know, I was doing my, I was a solo artist for 8 years doing beatbox looping and stuff like that, and I did a couple of tours of Africa and fell in love with a lot of the rhythms and sounds I encountered over there. But I've always just been a, you know, a global music listener. I love international sounds, and so yeah, just when I encountered Sekou, it just fit together. So there was no conscious effort to become a world music act. But I think with both of Sekou and I, we're both just completely open-minded. We just follow the music, and the jam sessions were good, so we just follow the inspiration, follow the vibes, and if the vibes are good, we keep going, you know.
And you're right now doing a Kickstarter campaign to record the new record, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Like, what's the website, and how do you want to do this?
Yeah, the website is www.joeandsekou.com, and that's the and is spelt out A-N-D, and then Sekou S-E-K-O-U. .com. And yeah, the holding page now is the pledge campaign. The new album's under construction. We got a lot of it in the can. We're feeling really good about it, but
awesome.
we got a little more to go. And yeah, we're really hype on the new album. The first album was just Sekou and I in the studio. A lot of the percussion was either beatbox or Sekou or I playing tambourines and shakers and stuff. But with the new album, we got James Breen on the drums and John Railton on the bass. So those guys have joined us to make it more of a band sound, a more full sound.
Awesome. From Bristol, England. How'd you guys hook up? How did that?
Yeah, as I said, I was living in England for about, I was living in Europe for 10 years, and I used to organize these nights called Local Posse, where I'd invite loads of different artists from different styles to come together and jam.
Okay.
And Jimbo James was always the house drummer for us.
All right, on. Okay, so
me
this
and him,
is family.
Yeah, me and him had a lot of jam sessions, So when Sekou and I wanted to bring this album into a live show, we said, oh yeah, I said, I got a drummer. And then I asked him who he wanted on bass. He said he wanted John. And it was kind of funny because John was more of a friend of mine for years, and we had never jammed together, but he was a good mate. So I said, oh, that's perfect. I like him. So yeah, and we all kind of knew each other. The rhythm section all knew each other for years. So it when we got together in a room, we knew we had that chemistry. So it's been a great few years on the run now.
That's beautiful. You're living a dream.
Yeah,
this is awesome. This is awesome. You're playing Wednesday night at the Triple Door. Then you're in Portland and
Saturday. Yep.
And it's at the St. David of Wales Episcopal Church on Saturday. The Triple Door show is going to be beautiful. Would love to hear some more music, please.
Oh, brilliant. This one is a song called Tokira, kind of about the life of music. Yeah, kind of how it's an unconventional path and a difficult path, but how it's one that's definitely rewarding and worth following. So, yeah, this one's called Tokira. Also, these next two are off the new album.
Oh, beautiful.
Coming.
Okay.
So, yeah, these are the new songs.
Tokira, when I'm fire, go, when I'm
yigire. When ni madi, yere madigo, neri madi. I wanna be in Tananyira. When ni madi, neri madi, yere madi, neri madi. I wanna be in Tananyira. When I'm fair, when I'm fair, go. When I'm yigire. My bag, I was off on my way. Told my mama I would do my best to stay, but Annie told me what don't bend it breaks. I dropped out of school and got a bus downstate, so there ain't no map for this path I take. I wander lost, I learn from mistakes. I broke my back till I found it late. That 1 ounce of clever's worth a pound of strength. So poverty or property, not me. I need to hold up today for 10-year-old me. He'd be hyped with the life I'm in. I won't waste a day in what might have been, 'cause there's what it is and what it is what it is. What it is and what it is what it is. There's only what it is in this life. There's what it is and what it is what it is. What it is and what it is what it is. There is only what it is, yeah. Imato alla fanto mengera fanto atano bebir na giri fanga konyi fanto imato untanto berema ngana mangandi makuyeni ba sinu sante yanga vibirima chigo
Joe Driscoll, Sekou Kouyate, that's beautiful. Thanks. You guys are poets.
We try.
Sometimes people sing and it's just like, you're fronting. You're really not doing this. And that's beautiful.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, Darek. Yeah, I try to put a little seed in the words, something to go home with.
It's there. I was looking at the Radio Nova session earlier when you guys did Lady, and I was like, that's it. I understand that. It's perfect.
Storytelling's, for me, hip hop, a lot of different definitions for a lot of different people, but for me it's always about the storytelling and trying to use that as a social, political, not necessarily political, but just try to say something, try to do something, add something to the world.
It's human. It's not like, it's not like a hammer. It's just like little like push.
Yeah.
Think about it a little bit. I want to see you guys play live, you know, in a festival.
Yeah.
And then the after party at like 4 a.m. on the beach. And just be like, this is nice. Good life.
That's exactly how we do it. Yeah. That's our style.
That's perfect. So, so you're working on the new record. You're doing this tour. Tell me what else should we expect in the future?
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, last summer we did something like 14 countries or something in a 2-3 month period. So I mean we've just been globetrotting and just the standard rock and roll life. You know, we just.
How do you stay healthy?
I do I do a lot of yoga and drink a lot of coffee and no, that's not it. We eat a lot of cheeseburgers.
Good.
try to go with a high red meat content diet and a lot of caffeine and no, I'm just kidding. But we just I think the music keeps us vital. You know, really, it's such a rush to play, and you get so much energy fed to you by the audience that it really for me it keeps me strong. So
you feel that there's this is something you want to continue doing, or are you going to become a film director, or going to join National Geographic on a tour somewhere?
Yeah, I mean,
usual transitions.
I think we're both Sekou and I are both improvisers. You know, I was a big freestyler in my day, and he's always just improvising constantly. So I think this whole thing came about from an improvisation, and if the improvisation goes well, we continue on with it. If it you know, as long as for us, Kombancha, our label, is really great. They're really supportive, and they've been setting us up with these great venues in Berkeley and in Seattle and Portland and Joshua Tree Festival. So as long as they knock on doors and people open their homes to us and open their hearts, we'll keep coming in through the door. And if they've got some food there as well, that's even better.
We will feed you. Once we get our new place, promise to feed you.
Yeah.
The new record's called Faya, working on a brand new record through Kickstarter.
Yep.
And playing Wednesday, May 27th at the Triple Door. Joe Driscoll, Sekou Kouyate. We'd love to hear some more music, please.
Great. This last one is called Barra. And yeah, we had a 12-hour drive day yesterday and a 3-hour one this morning. So this is kind of about putting in the work and following through.
Okay. Did you give your car or van a name yet, or?
No, it's because it's a rental.
It's true. You don't want to get too committed.
I loosely call it the American because it's just a huge Tahoe. I feel more. I've lived in Europe for 10 years now. I feel very American in my big, powerful SUV.
You could live in that car.
Yeah. I will sometimes, you know, if needs be.
Exactly.
Cool. So this one's called Barra. Yeah.
Salvation never came from work alone. I went searching all alone. Salvation never came from work alone, yeah. Yet if you work hard at doing all the things that you're doing, maybe Lord, I'm gonna see you through. Work hard at doing all the things that you're doing, maybe Lord, I'm gonna see you through. Work hard at doing all the things that you're doing, maybe Lord, I'm gonna see you through. Work hard and true, you know.
Remember the day, Fasola day. Niwara Fasola, Wodiya Barala, Wodiya Barala day. Niwara Fasola, Wodiya Barala, Wodiya Barala day. Hey, para, 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 para your day, para, 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 para your day, para, 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 para your day, para, para, para.
Joe Driscoll, Sekou Kouyate, joined by James Breen on drums and John Railton on bass. And I could definitely hear the other instrumentation kicking it in that.
Yeah, definitely. That's, on the new stuff, you're really hearing the boys coming
Awesome.
into play. So, yeah, it's really, really great to, for me, I've been traveling solo for like 8 years as a solo artist. So this whole experience with Sekou and with the boys has been just such an explosion of new feeling, new adventure. It's really great to explore some new space with these guys.
It's wonderful. You're playing Wednesday, May 27th, the Triple Doors, Saturday in Portland at St. David of Wales Episcopal Church. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us. We've seen a lot of the great performances you guys have had here, so it's an honor to be in the room, honor to play here, and yeah.
I'm glad you're joining that group. This is awesome. Please come back again.
Anytime. Absolute pleasure, Derek. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. I'm Darek Mazzone, your DJ and host on Warpop and KEXP. I want to thank Justin Wilmore, Luke Knecht, Scott Holpainen, Alan Lawrence, our photographer, and the amazing Kevin Suggs and Susan James. Keep it tuned. KEXP 90.3, Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.